Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. As you see, Anand is back after his victorious tour of Erode and inspiring young children into pursuing excellence. Of course, before Anand left, we had recorded a couple of videos, and one of those videos which we had done was about called Rumble in the Jungle and drawing attention to the fact that Google is launching its own AI platform, rivaling Microsoft, and we were all cheering it, saying it's Google's not down and out. And following that video, uh, there was a blunder by Google on their launch of their platform, which they had asked a question: "What is James Webb's telescope famous for?" And it wrongly gave the answer saying it was the first telescope to take a photograph of an exoplanet, and it was wrong answer because 2004 some other telescope had already discovered an exoplanet and taken a picture of it. So that led to Google share having a little bit of a collapse, and everyone right away saying Google has got egg on its face. They failed, and Microsoft is a clear winner. And everyone, of
This is
course,
the new one. This is the
yeah,
Bard field.
Bard, yes, Bard. It is failed. I mean, of course, news cycles always hype up these things.
No, no, Bard. It was Bard or Google search engine.
Google's Bard.
Bard failed.
Bard failed. I mean, it failed in the question they'd asked. Of course, and then everyone in our comments channel, also in our video, also said, haha. It is true, no doubt about it. But a couple of things which I want to take this, make another video to say. Why, yes, you're absolutely right. Google did get egg on its face. They launched it prematurely. They were not ready. The software was not ready. They have felt immense pressure to showcase something because Microsoft has out with something, and they were not ready to come out in the public. But there was enormous pressure from the leadership of Google to show something. So out of that pressure, they went ahead and showed what they had, and it didn't land in the right way. But what everyone fails to realize is a long race.
No, no, but what I'd like to say is there are two instances in history where things like this have happened. These are young kids. And so most of these kids who watch this are very young kids. And those who do not have a sense of history and why this does not matter should realize this. In fact, it's a great opportunity to buy Google cheap.
Yes,
Okay.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah. And why I want to say this is there are many such cases, but let me pick up two from two of the companies which made the world a better place for computing. One is, of course, Intel. For those who are uninitiated, when I was far younger, or around Kesav's age, there was a chip called Pentium, slightly older than Kesav's age. I must have been 27, 28 when Pentium was first launched. And a scientist discovered a floating point error, which on a 32nd decimal would do something wrong.
Correct.
And so 99.99% of Pentium chips would not use those kind of
Flow.
calculations.
True.
But everybody said that's the end of Intel. So Intel went into crisis management and they offered a free replacement. Intel had realized this problem, had fixed it. First they tried to brazen it out. It got worse. And then they said whoever wanted would get a free replacement. And they gave free replacement, and the whole thing is now consigned to the dustbins of history. So you can go back and Google it. I'm sure it won't make an error. You will get all the related documents, and it was also a part of a Harvard case study in communications, and that's how I read it. The second case is the rumble. One of the participants in the rumble in the jungle has made several such boo boos. In fact, as it's been rightly pointed out at several times, Microsoft has never invented anything original. DOS was invented by somebody else. Bill Gates bought it and took it to IBM because his mother knew somebody in IBM. And he passed it off and it became a big hit. Some other company came up with the first graphics
User interface.
user interface. It was very popular.
I think it was Xerox.
Visual something it was called. It was really popular. Then what Google, which was Windows, which was dominating operating the systems at that time, Bill Gates went to a meeting and announced that Windows is ready. When he had nothing in Windows ready, and he was showing like what these guys have shown Bard, they were showing up a lot of this Windows gimmickry. It nearly took 2 years for them to get Windows ready and launched. Unfortunately for Google or Alphabet, they live in a public world
Yes.
and they didn't release it to everybody, they released it to some trusted users. And one of these trusted users leaked out what he is not supposed to leak. And
Which
therefore,
happens.
this is embarrassment. This is a storm in a teacup. India and China are the biggest markets. If you go on the road and street and ask 1,000 people, I asked 1,000 people, what is binge? I can assure you,
Bing.
not Bing, and not even 10%. Even a guy like me cannot pronounce it. Not even 10% will know what it is. Not even 2% would have downloaded it. And therefore, to expect Microsoft to come back and damage Google in spite of this boo boo or big mistake is nothing short of being ridiculous. In fact, it is good news for Google that it happened so early in the game and they will be on top of it. I don't see much.
And what it brings into attention is not only this, the whole problem with AI as it is right now. With anything which AI gives, it gives it in such a polished manner. We cannot, it's very hard to know whether it's fiction or is it non-fiction, which is going to lead into a lot of problems because so much of news and information is consumed by people on the internet and people believe these things on WhatsApp and Facebook. We live in this society. So all this artificial intelligence which is generating, it's very hard to verify and make sure. So till these rail guards are put into place, safety rail guards are put into place. That's what Google's also said. They called it hallucination because it's very easy to hallucinate what you're reading and think that it's true and it's to be a reality when it's not. Just because a
It's
chatbot,
very
yeah, is generating it.
it's very difficult to pick which is the correct information and which is not the correct information.
So
This
the
is
more,
because 99% of the literate people are not equipped and have not put time gathering facts and history. So to pick what is right and what is wrong is extremely difficult.
and we've seen it in our political class itself, where they accidentally forward the wrong Twitter. We have seen it in all parties, where a sitting MP will forward the wrong Twitter as fact, saying this happened. Then 5 minutes later, they'll delete the tweet and say sorry. They'll retract it.
No, sorry. In many cases, especially fascist right wing forces, have clearly taken a lie and made it into truth. So, one of the most famous cases, which happened in 2014, was the current ruling party claimed that Pandit Nehru did not attend Sardar Patel's funeral. And till today, most of their supporters believe it is true. In spite of footage being released of Nehru weeping in his funeral and being there till the end and watching the body go up in flames. In spite of that, you believe that it is not true. So, there are all sorts of conspiracy theories which people like to believe. With AI, this is going to become more mainstream.
Yeah, so this is a major problem with AI because it can be used as a platform to generate this kind of content. So even Google has said this. Till they figure out how to prevent this kind of misuse of AI, they're also a little hesitant to open it up too fast, too rapidly. Microsoft, I don't know what their thinking thought process is. If Chat GPT is ready for this kind of onslaught from the public, does it have these safeguards in on the side? I do not know. OpenAI has said they're still testing it, they're still figuring it out. But Microsoft is keen to get some splash on the page. So they're saying we're tying it up with Bing and we're going to show it with Bing.
So,
But I don't know.
Microsoft is in a hurry
Yeah.
because it has no market share. They want to capture market share.
Something to
Yeah.
get attraction to Bing, to make you download the app
Yes.
and try a few times.
Yeah.
So, and another thing is to remember is, like Anand said, this is an opportunity to buy.
Yeah.
Google share prices are corrected by 8%, 10%, which is a good opportunity to buy. Reminds me of the time when the Taj terrorist attack happened.
Exactly.
And everyone, all the Tata shares crashed. Everyone assumed Tata is
I
done for.
bought I
Yeah.
bought Indian hotels at 33 rupees.
Yes. And can you imagine now trying to get Indian hotels even below 100 rupees
And I'm not going to buy that for 33 rupees again.
ever again? So,
So
as
that's life.
Buffett said, when everybody is greedy, be fearful. When
And
everybody is fearful,
be greedy.
be greedy. So, if everyone is scared of Google collapsing, be
Let's
greedy.
get greedy.
Yes.
Thank you for watching Birich. If you like this video, hit the like button of my video and turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. Once again, I thank you for your support for Be Rich. After a successful event in Qatar, my team wanted to find out where to do an event. So they did a recce, they did a survey, and they found out that they would go back to my second home in Saudi Arabia, Dammam. So after nearly 20, 30 years, I'm going back to Dammam. The last time I was in Dammam was in 1990, and I'm going there back there to do an event on the 10th of March. We have not yet decided where it will be in Dammam, but definitely I'm visiting Dammam on the 10th of March, Friday. So those who are in and around Dammam or maybe in Jeddah should make a trip to see me, and I'm going to talk about investments on where you should put out your money. Those in Bahrain can drive across the causeway and join us. See you in Dammam on the 10th of March. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.